Man, I love sales. You know what I love sales? Because it is the most rewarding career ever. I'm glad I'm in sales. But most of the in sales is about building relationships, right? So I'm about to get my real estate license, right? So I walked into this residential, the high-end, homes, and I asked some questions and so forth. The guy was not even interested. If someone walks into your office, number one, you greet them. Oh my God, there's, when I graduated from college, everybody was saying, "Oh my God, tourism is so how do I say it? It's saturated." They had this stupid word that they had. Oh my God, the market is saturated. Oh, this and people, all other losers were advising that the tourism industry it was a saturated business, and that's what an idiotic thing to think. Because as I walked into this real estate office, his shirt was okay. He was eating. Was usually you eat. If you're eating lunch, usually you have a break room where you eat. You never eat on your fucking desk. And as a real estate agent, I'm gonna be super successful because of one reason only. I know how to talk to people. And if anybody walks into your office, people always, even in sales business, people always pre-qualify customers. Regardless of people walked into my office for something, I'm gonna get a number. I didn't feel like I was welcome. But when I left that building, I said, man, there's so many opportunities in real estate. Because when someone walks into your office, it's like, man, in the middle, you never know who's gonna walk into your office and you're gonna close a multi-million-dollar business. You never know. That's why you always gotta keep in the move. You're always gonna dress sharp, and you always have to be yourself. Man, there's so much opportunity in the sales business. So I have a bike that I'm gonna donate. It's a nice bike. So there's a bike store that I walked into, and so I got a name, and the person that I'm gonna see tomorrow and just donate the bike is so I was checking her, I was doing a market intel, when you're in sales, you got to do some reconnaissance to the market, right? You got to talk to people, and I like to test people. So I just walked in and randomly and if they, how confident people are, but people are afraid. It's like people hate to be sold, but they love to buy, right? Let me say it again. People hate to be sold, but they love to buy. They go to the store. I was in the outlet mall this past weekend, and man, the Nike store was like they were giving the bloody tennis shoes for free. And I worked in my favorite store. I like a Nike and Under Armour, but as a market research, I like to go to. That's what I do. A lot of travel. I do a little walking, and I observe. So every time I go to the city, people think I'm on vacation, but I'm observing. I'm observing how people are dressing, how people are walking, what they're wearing, even the sandals. I watch the sandals, because as a business, you got to see where the money is going, how the money is flowing. Like, for example, if you haven't seen what Dubai and the Middle Eastern are doing, as far as the hotel industry, and how these guys are building the tourism industry, it is what the United States failed to do. So, fellas, we got a lot of work to do, man. If you're thinking about retiring, or maybe because you got tired of working in the same industry, you gotta unretire, because there's so much money to be made in this country as far as sales. We're in the biggest transfer of wealth in the history of the world. We're in the biggest transfer of wealth in the history of the world. As baby boomers retire, you know, they're buying what? RVs, they're buying boats, they're buying, it's a roach coming out. There's a guy that is a neighbor, and I think he has what is it called? He works from home, so he has this purple Charger, and I don't think he drives that car, but I think every time he walks in and he have a mental sex with the car, and just to see in the driveway, like a middle life crisis. So there's so much money to be made in this country about sales, but you got to be you. Oh my God! So it's incredible, the opportunities. So as I'm waiting for my running partner, go for a run, man. Hit the like button and unretire. This country needs to unretire and move forward, because the Dubai was 100 years in the making, and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, they're 100 years in the making, done in 50, and they're already 100 years ahead of us. They're 100 years ahead of us. So if you think the US was like the big, superpower, maybe in military power, but as far as the economic power and a lot of that, the efficiencies in recycling trash and having retiring people, it's just like, man, 51 plus years of age, woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning. It's about 2 o'clock in the afternoon. We're gonna do for probably about 3-mile run. It's about 82 degrees. And go back home and study for the real estate license. And I'm so excited, man. I'm excited to have these opportunity and to live in one of the best countries in the world, but there's a lot of work to be done. It's a lot of work to be done, man. Man, I love it. School boss. Not done yet. We're not done yet. We're just getting started. How can a 50 years of age, people are thinking about retiring? I'm like, I'm just getting started. I'm just getting started. Oh my God. And that's why I record these videos, because I love it. I love it. People are gonna say, oh my God, do you have a YouTube channel? That's right. That's right, man. Hit the like buttons, hit the subscribe button, subscribe to the channel, because these are on-the-go masterclasses. These are on-the-go masterclasses. I'm following this chick on Instagram. Her name is Shelby Sapp. She actually, when she started selling pest control, and they were interviewing her a few months ago, and she went for a couple of months, like 4 months, and sell the door to door. And the lady asked her how much she sold. It was like about $70,000 in 1 month. All right, talk to you guys later. All right, guys, back into the condo. Hit the subscribe button for this free masterclass in sales. Remember, the market is not saturated. Whatever you do, real estate, car parts, whatever the case might be, follow your path, because there's no other opportunity to do sales like today, man. Today, because people are like pre-qualifying customers. They're not taking care of the people who walks into your office. Those are potential customers, man. It's about farming. It's called business farming. You got to farm. You sow what you reap. You reap what you sow. Let's go, baby. Let's go.